To finish things off in level 2, we're going to check out workout number 3, which is another arpeggio-based workout. This time things are a little different. We're going to take simple arpeggios and combine them to make a bigger chord formula. In this case, we're going to be creating 11th arpeggios, all different types of 11th arpeggios at that. So this is going to be in the key of E. It's going to be in 3/4. Let me show you how this is going to play itself out. We're going to play arpeggios on the 5th and 4th string, and then we're going to skip over the 3rd string and get to the 2nd and 1st string. Here's what this first one sounds like. So what I did is I played an E major arpeggio, closed voiced, sequential order of the chord tones, 1, 3, 5. Using some palm muting down there. You can do that or not do that, but I like to throw that in there. It makes it sound cool. So I'm playing 1, 3, 5 right there, alternate picking, down, up, down. Then I'm taking that skip, as I said was going to happen over the 3rd string, and I'm jumping over here, and I'm playing a D sharp minor arpeggio. Up, down, up, because I'm staying within alternate picking. So the last note I played here was a downstroke. Down, up, down. And then I'm coming over to here to play an upstroke for the other part of, the 2nd arpeggio. So think of it as a little bit of a music theory math. E major plus D sharp minor makes E major 9 sharp 11. That's not really a thing. I just made that up. But what is happening here is I'm combining these two arpeggios to give you the chord tones of what really makes E major 9 sharp 11, and that is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 sharp 11. That idea is going to continue throughout the entire workout. Now this is in 3/4, playing in triplets once again, our famous string skipping triplets. What I just played was 2 beats of the first bar, and then you have a quarter note rest to give you a resting point to get ready to go to the next bar. You're going to need that because you're going to need to look ahead, to pre-visualize what it is you're doing, because you're going to do so much jumping, and you can do all different types of arpeggios. For instance, the next 2 are going to create a minor 11 arpeggio, and to do that, the bottom arpeggio is going to be minor, in this case F sharp minor, like this. But then your higher arpeggio is going to be major. In this case, it's going to be E major. So you'll do what I just did a whole step higher, making a G sharp minor 11. So that's G sharp minor plus F sharp major. Moving along, we'll get to another major 9 sharp 11 arpeggio, which we know is a major arpeggio, in this case A, plus a minor arpeggio, in this case G sharp minor. Okay, that gets us through the first 4 bars. This sort of is following an E major chord scale, or an E chord scale, but with some changes here and there to make the minor 11 arpeggios work and sound cool. So going into the 5th bar, we're going to play a B dominant 11, or a B11 arpeggio. So we'll start with major on the bottom, and then jump over to major on the top. The one time that we combine 2 major arpeggios. Moving to the next one, we're going to have C sharp minor 11, and we know how to do that. It's minor plus major. Now the one coming up is it's got a bit of a long name, but this is what it is. It's D sharp minor 7, add flat 5, flat 9, and 11. Now for our string skipping purposes, we need to concentrate on the playing part and the technique part, and not so much on that chord name. But what you're doing, and it's a lot simpler when you look at it this way, is we're just playing a minor arpeggio, D sharp minor, and a minor arpeggio on the top. C sharp minor in this case. Now when we get to the last bar, we're going to play the E major 9 sharp 11 arpeggio again, except this time we're an octave higher. And the catch here is we're going to fill in that quarter note rest on the 3rd beat. We're going to play something on all 3 beats so we can get right back into the beginning of the workout, but we're not going to have that resting point. So it's a little bit of a challenge there, an additional challenge to what it already is that's challenging. So here's how you play that. We're going to be up here. We're going to play E major arpeggio, same picking. We're going to skip over to play the D sharp minor arpeggio part. That completes our formula for major 9 sharp 11. And then on the 3rd beat, still playing triplets, we're just going to come here to play E major again. In this case, it'll be down, up, down. And that'll be the 3 beats for that bar. So and that brings us back to the beginning of the workout. And then we continue from there to play it again. So taking simple arpeggios and putting them together, we get these very, very cool chord formulas. And to do that, we have to do a string skip. It's a single string skip, but it's a tough one. To navigate through those arpeggios becomes pretty challenging. So that's why it's really important that at 50 beats per minute, you get that solid. Because when you start up in the tempo, if you don't do the work at the early, slower tempos, you will pay for it at the higher tempos. You will with any of these workouts, but this one especially. Okay, so when you're ready, let's start at 50 beats per minute. Let's get it good so we can work up to 80 beats per minute and 110 beats per minute and play these clean for 3 minutes. All right, so I'll see you at 50.